FIVEAA Mornings with Matthew Pantelis.
Welcome to On the Road with Ned McHenry. Thanks to Travel Auctions.
And here he is, Ned McHenry. Good morning to you.
Matty Pantelis, you beautiful man. Great to be with you. Love this segment with Graeme, but it's nice to have a fresh face.
Here we are. Well, it's not that fresh, let me tell you.
It's very fresh. Come on.
Where are we off to?
We are off to Morgan,
Yeah.
the beautiful Riverland. So, as we know, there's so much to like in South Australia,
Yeah.
right? And people have specific regions that they enjoy. They might have a holiday home, if they're lucky enough, or a certain caravan park that they like to enjoy. But the whole nature of this segment is celebrating and maybe bringing to light some different areas that people either haven't ever visited or might have visited, a long time ago and want to go again. So Morgan is our little hotspot today, but focusing on that whole kind of river area today.
It's right on the river, isn't it? Oh, is it the Riverland? I mean, I've always thought of the Riverland as being Barmera, Renmark, and a little bit around that, obviously. Is Morgan part of the Riverland?
Great question. That's a question for someone a lot more intelligent than me. I suppose it is. It's on the Murray, isn't it?
It's on the Murray.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
obviously north of Blanchetown, you're kind of northwest of Waikerie there.
Yeah.
So you're more isolated at Morgan.
Yeah.
And I think that's part of the appeal for those that enjoy it. There'd only have to be a couple hundred permanent residents, I think, in Morgan. Very quiet. But in summer, it's just a great spot to go and, become isolated, get away from the city, enjoy some time off your phone or off devices. So lots to like. And we encourage calls, 8223 We've got a $100 Travel Auctions voucher.
Yep.
If anyone's got a memory on the river, it doesn't have to necessarily be Morgan, but what do you love about it? Yeah.
It's been ages since I've been to, decades, I've got to say, since I've been to Morgan. We used to go camping there with scouts as a kid. I was about 10. So I'm talking the 70s, and that's how long it's been since I've been to Morgan. But it was a great spot and really enjoyed we'd go a little bit out on the river, camp on the river, and put a boat out the next day sort of thing. It was great fun.
Can I slightly digress and double-click on that experience?
Yeah.
But do you think kids these days, and I'm really not that far away from being a kid, let's be honest, but do you think kids these days need an experience like that more than what they currently have?
I think experiences like that are useful. They're character building, they create memories. So it doesn't matter what it is really, whether it's that or you go to a different part of the state and have a holiday with family or a group like a scouting group or a school camp or whatever. It's great for your character growing up.
But if you're not lucky enough to go on holidays with your parents for whatever reason, or your parents might not be that way inclined to offer something a little more outdoorsy and face some adversity in that sense, do you think school programs and perhaps the state government should introduce something like that for kids at a certain age or not?
Yeah, you mean outside of school or?
I'm talking as part of the school curriculum. I know a lot of schools do it,
That's
right?
what I'm thinking, yeah.
Yeah, but it's often the flashy kind of private schools that seem to have those year 9, year 10 experiences. But something like Scouts, that's something that you've got to go and sign up and do, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Absolutely.
Yeah. So something as part of the curriculum to go out and get some of those tools.
Wouldn't hurt, would it? Be a great thing for kids to go through that sort of experience.
Yeah. Did anyone do that, I wonder? 8223 Do you think it's important? Do you think it's something that could be introduced? But it all kind of blends into the experiences and the lifestyle we're talking about at areas like Morgan. So for the river, for you, what would be of appeal? If you were going to go to the river, what would you imagine that kind of looking like?
Oh, look, you'd have to have a boat. Like, you'd want to go out on a boat on the river. A bit of fishing, obviously.
Yep.
And a nice, safe area to swim in, especially if there's kids.
Yep.
Then, job done.
Yeah.
Barbecue.
Barbecues. Well said.
Yeah.
I think some of the history, too, along the river is pretty extraordinary.
Yeah,
like the old paddle steamers and learning about the different ports. Like, amazing to think at one stage, those... And I'll call them sleepy, very respectfully, but sleepy towns like Morgan and Waikerie and others, they were once industrial hubs.
Yes. Morgan was huge in terms of paddle boats and trains when eventually the train got there to offloading and loading on, wool and wheat and everything else. Huge.
Yeah, huge. Imagine the days where they were carrying wheat or whatever it was across those paddle steamers and, coming back and forth. It's sensational.
Would have been hundreds employed, to do all of that.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I love the river. Love going up there. Just feel myself relax every time. I'm sure our listeners do too. If you've got any memories, as I said, would love to hear them. But I like to do something a little bit fun as part of this segment, Matty.
Yeah.
So kind of do a top 5 on something based on the town.
Yeah.
So, we'd love to, the old paddle steamers and the old industrial areas there with freight. I thought I'd do my top 5 favourite ways to cross a body of water.
Okay.
So a bit of fun.
Right.
So number 5, I've got the kayak passenger.
Okay.
Important to note, not the one doing all the hard work on the oars.
Yeah.
The kayak
So
passenger.
you're in the front as well.
In the front or
Yeah.
back, whatever.
Well, I guess.
Whatever works. That's probably a weight distribution issue.
Maybe.
But kayak passenger, I think that is fun. You get all the privileges, all the fun of a kayak, but you don't have to do the hard work. Number 4, survival backstroke. Now, that is the most enjoyable stroke to do. Folks, if you don't know what that is, it's the stroke that exerts the least amount of energy. It's
Right.
what you're instructed to do if you fall overboard, but you lie on your back, and it's essentially breaststroke but on your back, and you
Okay.
just slowly paddle yourself back. You look at the
Right.
sky. Oh my goodness. If meditation or relaxation was in a jar, you could unscrew the jar and survival backstroke would just exert out like a gas.
You don't need a current, though, do you? If you got a current, you're in trouble doing that.
In real trouble. So survival backstroke at your own risk, team.
Yep.
Number 3, had to put it in there, and it's probably stiff to be 3, but a fishing boat.
Yeah.
Make sure you've got your rods, your eskies.
Yep.
That's my 3rd favourite way to cross a body of water, on a fishing boat. Number 2, I've had to include it as a part of our kind of Morgan special, the Murray River Ferry or a paddle steamer.
Okay.
That's fun.
Yeah.
It's history. It's iconic.
Totally.
Beautiful old beast. And number 1, and could be controversial,
Yeah.
floating on an inflatable swan or a lilo.
Why not?
Again, currents pose a bit of a risk.
Yeah.
And let's talk about some weight management issues. Might be for some, not for others. That's okay. But I do think an inflatable lilo or something, again, relaxation at its best, Matty.
Do you remember the lady off Aldinga that was on an inflatable something, swan or whatever, and she ended up miles out.
Halfway across the Gulf.
Yeah, had to be rescued.
I know,
That's
I know.
scary.
Those stories in summer
I
are
know.
terrible, aren't they?
Absolutely. Let's talk Morgan. We've got Kevin Myers on the line. He is Mid-Murray councillor and obviously knows the area very well. Hello, Kevin.
Hello, pleased to be here.
Now, Morgan, tell us a little bit about it.
Well, firstly, I just want to say you can achieve all 5 of those goals in Morgan.
Are you a lilo man, Kevin?
Not quite, but I can tell you on the Adelaide Cup weekend, if you go to Blanchetown, they actually do a very big event where they all float down the river on inflatable. One to keep in mind.
Yeah, brilliant. But chatting specifically Morgan, but that whole kind of area as well, Kevin, what are some of the things that potentially our listeners might not know about it, that some hidden gems, some things that you really love?
Well, after spending 15 years restoring a paddle steamer with a group of volunteers, I've got to say the PS Canale is on top of my list. And we do cruise once a month, like the last weekend of the month. People can come to Morgan and buy a ticket and enjoy the river.
Yeah, brilliant. And do you find the area, what are the times of real kind of tourism-y attention, Kevin? Like, obviously, we've got the Mighty River Run, which is fantastic. People obviously holiday there across summer, but it's probably a good spot to get a fire cranking and a couple of Scotch fillets on the barbecue in winter as well.
Oh, definitely, and a great place to do that is the Morgan Caravan Park. But we actually get we've actually got really 2 seasons up here, like winter time. We have all the houseboats and the grey nomads sort of take over. Come summertime, the place comes alive with wake boats and people skiing, jet skis. And they all spend money in the town. It's really great.
Yeah. Fantastic. Great work, Kevin. Love Morgan. Love getting up there and love encouraging our listeners to do the same. So if we see you up there on the paddle steamer, we'll give you a big wave and a g'day.
Oh, definitely.
Hey, Kevin, I've seen old photos of Morgan. The pier along there, or the jetty, I'm not sure what it's called, the wharf was absolutely
the Morgan
huge.
Wharf.
Yeah, it was huge back in the day, wasn't it?
Yeah, the bit that's left that, needs desperate money to repair it, but that was built in 1913, and that's only 1/3 of the size of the original. It was massive in its day, and because Morgan was actually one of the biggest inland ports in Australia during its peak time.
Yeah, which was around then with the paddle steamers and the train coming to town in the 80s,
Yeah.
I imagine, 1880s or so.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
All right. Good on you, Kevin. Thank you.
No worries.
Kevin Myers, who is Mid-Murray councillor, chatting about Morgan there. Ned, we better take a break. We've got callers as well. Peter and John, hold on there. We'll get to you, and we'll be back right after these words.
He's been the grunt in the Crows midfield engine for years.
Strong mark there by Crouch.
And now, Matt Crouch brings his footy smarts to the 5AA Sports Show each week with Rowie and Timmy G. When you use ACET Transport Solutions, you're choosing to support local sporting clubs. Don't just send it, ACET.
At Coles, save on baby essentials. Right now, get half price on Huggies Ultra Dry Bulk Nappy Pants 22 pack to 36 pack, now just $11. Save in-store or online at Coles. Offer ends Tuesday.
Hello. Frank Walker from National Tiles. The National Tiles famous annual half-price clearance is on now. Right now, rush into National Tiles and pay half price for hundreds of beautiful National Wall and Floor clearance tiles, all with our exclusive lifetime guarantee. Yes, right now, rush into National Tiles for our famous half-price annual clearance on beautiful National Wall and Floor clearance tiles. But you'll have to be quick, so rush into National Tiles or go online now and save. Conditions apply.
Dreaming of a holiday? Well, Travel Auctions has been sending South Australians on holidays since 1992. What are we bidding on today, Ned?
Tell you what, Matty, it's a good day to bid on something as well. With this rain, get excited about a holiday away and get something to look forward to. So we've got a relaxing riverboat getaway at Morgan. You can bid on 5 nights accommodation for up to 6 people aboard Miss Champagne. Receive 2 nights extra for free if you travel between the 1st of August and the 30th of November. So that's a great deal. Cruise the Murray River on your own floating retreat designed for relaxation and adventure. Soak up the great river views, unwind on spacious decks and explore South Australia's iconic riverland at your own pace. I actually think I might bid on this one. This one's a ripper. So normally it would be worth $4,950, but what would you pay? You just bid what you'd be prepared to pay. And it's great. It's valid until the 30th of June 2027.
Save on your next getaway and don't pay full price. Visit travelauctions.com.au and bid, win and go.
Hi, this is Mel at ECH. How can I help?
Oh, well, hi there, Mel. It's Jan here. I've just got a letter about support at home and, well, it's a little bit confusing.
Yes, it can be confusing, Jan. We get lots of questions about that. Let's go through it.
Well, I don't even know where to start.
That's okay. ECH has been doing this for more than 60 years. I can explain over the phone. Or even visit in person if that makes it easier.
If you have questions about what support at home means for you, ask ECH.
With power costs continuing to rise, who do you trust for solar power? Manic Solar, the name South Australians know and trust for over 60 years. Not only do they have all the leading brands like Fox and Sungrow, you have peace of mind with a 15-year installation warranty. Plus, right now you can save over $8,500 on an average solar and battery system. Conditions apply. Don't delay, get a free quote today on solar power from...
What happens after Happily Ever After? This August, step into Stephen Sondheim and James Lapine's 3-time Tony Award-winning musical, Into the Woods. Fairy tales come to life with Cinderella, Little Red Riding Hood, Jack and the Beanstalk, Rapunzel, and a baker on a quest that changes everything. Starring 4-time Logie Award winner, acclaimed actor and singer Hugh Sheridan. Experience music, magic and mystery. Playing August 22nd to 29 at Her Majesty's Theatre for 4 shows only. Book now through State Opera South Australia.
5AA Mornings with Matthew Pantelis.
You're listening to On the Road with Ned McHenry, thanks to Travel Auctions. And Ned, we've got Peter on the line from Yankalilla. G'day, Peter.
G'day, Matt and Ned. I was up at the Riverland about a month ago, and it was. We actually stayed at Barmera, which I think is a central point. You talked about Morgan before. Well, that's sort of on the western end of the Riverland, you might say.
Yep.
But when you head up the Sturt Highway, the first Riverland town you'd really hit would be, once you cross the river at Blanchetown, would be Waikerie. Well, Morgan's above that, sort of northwest, and it's not that far. It's about 30k, and that's worth looking at. It's got a lovely little bakery and a little second-hand shop there. But then what we found was we stayed at the Barmera Discovery Park, which is beautiful. It was sunny. It was raining in Adelaide, but it was sunny up there.
It's always sunny in the Riverland. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You have some really better days in the wintertime. And
and that's huge, the Discovery Park. They've got over 100 cabins there, and they're all fairly new. It's a great place for kids. They've got all the water stuff, and kids were even using them when we were there.
You're the ambassador for Discovery Parks, Peter.
Discovery Park at Barmera. It's right on Lake Bonnie.
Yeah.
Peter,
So
did
you're
you end
overlooking
up
a
going
lovely
to
little
Morgan?
lake. Sorry, say again?
Sorry, Peter, to interrupt you. Did you go to Morgan at all?
Yes.
Did you check out that little museum in that old kind of stone building? I think it's an old railway building or something. They've got all the history of the town in there.
I didn't. We didn't check that out. We just had a brief stop at Morgan.
Yep.
But I'll tell you what's really worth checking out, and that was the Overland Corner Hotel, which is, if you go from Morgan, you head back towards Barmera, and the Overland Corner Hotel is probably 20k from Barmera, and it's the oldest hotel in Australia, and it's just so interesting to look at inside. It's old style, all the old stuff, and they serve the biggest schnitzels.
That's worth going to.
Well endorsed.
Yeah.
They are so big that they don't even serve them on a plate. They serve them on a platter.
Wow.
Oh, incredible. I've never seen anything like them,
Well,
and they're renowned for it. Oh, and it's top quality stuff. Very
Peter,
well cooked, the whole bit.
That's brilliant, mate. Well and truly in the running for our $100 travel options voucher.
Yeah.
Any call goes in the running today, Matty.
Beautiful.
That's brilliant. Great reflection on the
Yeah, I
Riverland.
love it. Good on you, Pete. Well, you obviously did enjoy the trip up there. Good on you. John at Somerton Park. Hi, John.
Hi, Matt. Ned. I'm outside, and we just last month we've got talk about outdoor activities. 2 tawny frogmouth birds that come and stay in our camilla tree every day.
Mm.
No, they're like owls.
Yeah.
They're just, where the hell are they come from? they're looking at me. Anyway,
take a photo.
Do you get them up at Hartley?
No, there's not much going on out there at Hartley. As you would know pretty well, John, it's a bit of a deserty oasis out at Hartley. There's not much life apart from sheep.
Anyway, I was going to say, did you take the footy out there? No, you don't. And so you were talking about outdoor activities. When we grew up, we were in the cadets at school, and we used to go up to El Alamein and you shoot to 303s and, run through the woods and stuff. Yeah. Reflecting back, and it was quite interesting. I think one year we were shooting Bren guns.
Oh, right.
For 14 and 15-year-old boys, it's pretty exciting. Then we got a bit older. We ended up down the Coorong, riding trail bikes through on 90 Mile Beach. I don't think it was that legal, but, there's no phones, no TV. It's just outdoor activity is just brilliant.
It is. It's character shaping at that age.
Yeah,
I know now there's safety, John, isn't there? And we've got to be careful. There's accidents that happen every day that are awful. But I still think there's a time and place for getting yourself muddy, mucking around like that, causing a bit of mischief. I think it's great.
You remember the song, Matt, by The Who? I want to play cricket on the green? Matt?
No.
Ride my bike across the stream, cut myself and see my blood. I want to come home all covered in mud.
Oh, yeah.
I'm a boy, but my ma won't admit it.
Yeah, that's it. On you, John. Thanks for the call, mate. Caesar at North Adelaide. Hello.
G'day, guys. Hey, I used to go to Morgan every school holidays as a kid because my grandpa used to run the ferry up there.
Oh, right.
And I remember as a kid, we used to go there at night time and sit on the ferry, and we used to sit at the front and watch it hook on the latch. And you'd open the gate up and let the cars come off and then let the new ones come on. And we spent years going around the caravan park. They had a big track in the middle where you ride your bike. And we actually owned the house on top of the hill with the old jail.
Yeah.
With the old cells out the back.
What's something people wouldn't know about Morgan, Caesar, given you've got such extensive experience there?
Both hotels face each other in the same street.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, that's a good little fun fact.
And the hill that goes up to the top as a kid, it was the steepest hill we'd ever ride our bikes down.
Yeah. What's the name of the bakery? What's the name of the lookout there? Is it Billy Goat or something, or Goat Lookout or something like that?
I'm not too sure. I'm actually up there next week, so I'll
check it out.
Check it out.
Did you get put in the cells if you were naughty?
We used to play in them as a kid when we were going up there for holidays with sort of big concrete cells out the back. I think my cousin still got it, actually, yeah.
Mm. Well, that's great, Caesar. Good memories.
Interesting little place.
Excellent. Good on you, Caesar. Thanks for the call, mate. Have a good day. All right. It is 25 past 11 on 5AA. This is On the Road with Ned McHenry, thanks to Travel Auctions. I got to get in the car and take a drive up there,
Yeah.
I reckon. As I said, 50 years.
Let's do a road trip.
Yeah, let's do it. And stop at the Overland Hotel for one of those schnitties.
Yeah, if we have enough room after going to the bakery before.
That's right. Oh, it's got to be good. Okay. On the Road with Ned McHenry, we are talking Morgan, which is a lovely spot. My memories of it are great down on the river there and camping and all the rest of it. But if you've been, well, we've still got a couple of minutes. Jump on the blower and tell us your story about Morgan. Love to hear from you this morning on 8223 0000. Or as part of this, I mean, top 5 things to do around Morgan. You had your ways of crossing, but cruising the Murray River, I mean, on the bucket list, jumping on a houseboat. I've got to do that at some stage.
Have you not done it?
Never done a houseboat.
Pretty unique holiday, isn't it?
Yeah.
Good way to get away with family.
Yeah. And you know, stock up the fridge and everything else and not step offshore for a week would be great. The historic port precinct that the council had told us about, Kevin Myers there, and the big wharf, or what's left of it, and obviously needs some renovations. Fishing from the deck of a houseboat, that would be good. The wildlife along the riverbanks and the breathtaking sunsets as well that you'd be able to see.
Great
from
sunsets.
there.
And I think it's unique at the moment, just with how much rain they have had, Matty, because that area for the last kind of 3 years before this year, it's been really dry.
Yep.
A lot of the farmers haven't got crops up. It's been tough, but they've had a cracking year in terms of rainfall. So a nice time to see the country.
Indeed. Debbie's somewhere really loud. Hello, Debbie.
Hi, Matthew. When we were young, our next door neighbours actually, so I was about 8, maybe younger, they owned the shack. When you went across on the ferry away from Morgan, they owned the first shack on the right.
Yep.
And it was there during the floods of, 60-something when they had all the floods?
56, yeah.
Yep, big shack on stilts. So back then they were all on stilts. They didn't have underneath. They taught us to ski behind a tinny, a little outboard, and we've even got Super 8 videos that I put onto a USB of it. It's the funniest stuff you've ever seen. And then prior to that, when we were a bit younger, we lived on a cattle farm, a cattle station called Riversley Station, that is between Morgan and Waikerie on this side. And probably once every couple of weeks we would go to Adelaide with my mum, and we would stop in Morgan, and I swear that bakery had kitchener buns bigger than my own head. And it took me nearly all the way to Adelaide to eat it.
Outstanding. Good on you, Debbie.
Day was a good day.
Yeah, excellent. Great memories. Thank you. Debbie at South Plimpton there. All right. Who's getting the $100 voucher, Ned?
Oh, you're going to make me do this, are you?
Yeah, it's your segment.
Oh, Debbie was fantastic.
Yeah.
I did like, as well, was it Peter from Yankalilla?
Yep.
I think it was. But just with a bit of fun, it's got to be, it's either Caesar, I'm stalling here, or John from Summerton Park. What about John from Summerton Park?
He told us about the Overland Corner, didn't he?
Yep.
Yeah.
Johnny from Summerton Park.
They got me in. Good on you, John. Well done. We'll be in touch, John at Summerton Park. Thank you, everybody, for your calls. You've been listening to On the Road with Ned McHenry. Thanks to Travel Auctions. Dreaming of a bargain holiday? Bid the price you want to pay. Travelauctions.com.au. Bid, win, and go.
Did you know that 1 in 7 Australians will experience depression in their lifetime? To help develop better treatments, CMAX is conducting a clinical trial right here in Adelaide. If you're aged between 18 to 55 and generally healthy, you might be eligible to take part. Participants will spend 4 nights at CMAX and get paid for their time. Your contribution today could help unlock key insights into mental health research. Interested? Apply today at cmax.com.au.
Antique spoons, envelope glue, moss, sea slugs. Men would rather talk about almost anything other than their prostate. That's why Men's Fruit Chocks is donating $1 from every blue pack sold to the Prostate Cancer Foundation of Australia. Buy the pack, have the chat.
Dreaming of a holiday, Travel Auctions has been sending South Australians on holiday since 1992. What are we bidding on today, Ned?
Well, we've got a relaxing riverboat getaway at Morgan. You can bid on 5 nights accommodation for up to 6 people aboard Miss Champagne. Receive 2 extra nights free if you travel between the 1st of August and the 30th of November. That's a cracking deal. Seriously. Imagine yourself on the beautiful river there. Floating retreat. It's designed for relaxation and adventure. Soak up stunning river views, unwind on spacious decks, and explore South Australia's iconic riverland at your own pace. But, Matty, the money. Normally, this would be worth $4,950. And as well, like, imagine that split between 6 people aboard. For a trip of a lifetime, I reckon that's pretty reasonable.
That is quite good.
The great thing about travel auctions, though, you just bid what you'd be prepared to pay. So get on there, have a crack. It's valid until the 30th of June, 2027.
There we go. Save on your next getaway. Don't pay full price. Visit travelauctions.com.au and bid, win, and go.